This is a very complex case, so we have a fair amount of complexity, and this is going to be a full day of surgery.
New life. Tammy Slaton's shocking transformation after skin removal surgery. Tammy Slaton, star of TLC's 1,000-Pound Sisters, has made an inspiring transformation that fans once thought was impossible. From struggling with morbid obesity to now being approved for skin removal surgery. And her surgery was completed today. And fans are calling her the Queen of Bollywood after the surgery.
New life. 1,000-lb Sisters Tammy Slaton's shocking transformation after skin removal surgery. Tammy Slaton's journey, as showcased on TLC's 1,000-Pound Sisters, is a remarkable saga of triumph over adversity, marked by profound physical, emotional, and psychological transformation. When the reality show debuted in January 2020, Tammy and her sister Amy Slaton were introduced as two women grappling with extreme obesity, each striving to overhaul their lives with the support of medical professionals. At that time, Tammy's weight exceeded 600 pounds, rendering her entirely dependent on others for even the most basic daily tasks. Simple activities such as walking, dressing, or even breathing were Herculean challenges. Her health was in a perilous state, deteriorating rapidly, and her relationships, particularly with Amy, who bore the brunt of caregiving responsibilities, were often strained by tension and frustration. The show captured the raw reality of their struggles, drawing viewers into a story that was as much about familial bonds as it was about personal battles with health. In those early days, Tammy's life spiraled into a dark period defined by self-destructive behavior. Unable to cope with the physical limitations imposed by her weight and the emotional pain that accompanied it, she sought solace in unhealthy coping mechanisms. She turned to excessive partying and alcohol, often surrounding herself with friends who enabled her detrimental habits. Late-night gatherings filled with unhealthy food choices became a regular escape, but these indulgences only exacerbated her condition, pushing her further from her goal of qualifying for bariatric surgery, a life-saving procedure that required significant weight loss and lifestyle changes. The criteria for the surgery were stringent, demanding not only a reduction in weight but also a commitment to healthier habits, both of which seemed elusive as Tammy's health continued to decline. The COVID-19 pandemic brought additional challenges, amplifying the chaos in Tammy's life. In late 2021, she faced a harrowing health crisis that nearly cost her everything. A sequence of life-threatening events, carbon monoxide poisoning followed by pneumonia and sepsis, pushed her body to the brink. She was placed in a medically induced coma, and her survival hung in the balance. Against all odds, Tammy pulled through, an outcome that felt nothing short of miraculous to her family and fans. This near-death experience became a pivotal moment, a stark wake-up call that forced her to confront the reality of her situation. It was a turning point that ignited a newfound determination to reclaim her health and her life. With a renewed sense of purpose, Tammy made the courageous decision to enter a food addiction rehabilitation facility in Ohio. This step was not without its challenges. Her initial attempt at the program was short-lived, as she left earlier than planned, only to find her condition worsening. This setback, however, became a catalyst for change. Recognizing the gravity of her situation, Tammy recommitted to recovery with a resolve that had previously eluded her. The structured environment of the rehab center, coupled with the guidance of medical professionals and therapists, provided the framework she needed to begin her transformation. Through disciplined effort, she started to lose weight naturally, shedding over 100 pounds, an achievement that marked a significant milestone in her journey. This weight loss was not just a number, it was the key that unlocked her eligibility for bariatric surgery, a procedure she had long dreamed of but had seemed out of reach. In the summer of 2022, Tammy underwent the gastric bypass surgery that would dramatically alter the course of her life. The procedure was a success, and with her commitment to healthier habits, her weight loss accelerated at an astonishing pace. By early 2025, Tammy announced a monumental achievement: she had lost over 500 pounds. Later, she revealed that her total weight loss had surpassed 600 pounds, bringing her down from a staggering 725 pounds at her heaviest. This transformation was nothing short of extraordinary, a testament to her perseverance and the support system that helped her along the way. In a heartfelt 2024 interview with People magazine, Tammy opened up about the emotional weight of her journey, expressing profound pride in how far she had come. She spoke of the milestones that, while seemingly small to others, were monumental for her: walking without a walker, no longer needing a wheelchair, and breathing without the constant aid of oxygen tubes. These changes symbolized not just a loss of physical weight but the reclamation of her independence and dignity. The physical transformation was only part of Tammy's story. Her mental and emotional growth was equally profound. The woman who once felt trapped by her circumstances, resorting to self-destructive behaviors to numb her pain, had rediscovered her confidence, joy, and sense of purpose. She became an active presence on social media, sharing glimpses of her progress and offering words of encouragement to others facing similar struggles. Her posts resonated with thousands of fans who had followed her journey from the beginning, inspired by her resilience and unwavering determination. Tammy's message was clear: no matter how daunting the road ahead, change is possible with persistence, support, and a willingness to confront one's challenges head-on. Her relationship with her family, particularly with Amy, also underwent a significant evolution. The sisters had faced numerous conflicts over the years, largely due to the strain of Tammy's dependency and emotional volatility. Amy, who had taken on the role of caregiver, often found herself overwhelmed by the demands of supporting her sister while navigating her own health journey. However, as Tammy grew more self-sufficient, their bond strengthened. The family, once burdened by the weight of Tammy's needs, now watched with pride as she took ownership of her future. This shift allowed for a rebuilding of relationships on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding, a stark contrast to the tensions that had once defined their interactions. Tammy's journey extended beyond weight loss and personal growth. In 2025, she shared the exciting news that she had been approved for skin removal surgery, a critical next step in her transformation. Excess skin, a common challenge for those who lose significant amounts of weight, posed issues for her mobility, hygiene, and self-esteem. The upcoming surgery promised not only to improve her physical comfort but also to further boost her confidence as she continued to redefine her life. Tammy's focus had shifted to maintaining her fitness, prioritizing her mental health, and embracing the independence she had once thought unattainable. She was no longer the woman who relied on others for her basic needs. She was now a beacon of hope, demonstrating that it's never too late to rewrite one's story. Reflecting on her journey, Tammy's story is one of resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. From the depths of a life-threatening health crisis to the heights of losing over 600 pounds, she has shown that transformation is possible, even when the path feels insurmountable. Her breakthrough moment came in February 2023, when she dropped below the 550-pound threshold, a milestone celebrated on 1,000 lb Sisters as the achievement that qualified her for gastric bypass surgery. This moment, coupled with her third and most determined stint in food addiction rehabilitation, marked a shift in her mindset. With the support of medical professionals, therapists, and her family, Tammy pushed herself further than she ever had before, proving that persistence and discipline could yield life-changing results. The surgery itself was a turning point, but it was Tammy's commitment to healthier habits that sustained her progress. She ditched the oxygen tubes that had once been a permanent fixture in her life, no longer needed a wheelchair to get around, and could walk without the aid of a walker. In her People interview, she described the emotional weight lifted by these changes. One of the big changes that I have gone through this past year is probably small to most people, but for me, it was huge. Just being able to walk without a walker or be pushed in a wheelchair, and no oxygen. I don't even sleep with it at night anymore. She went on to highlight the joy of everyday victories, like fitting into a regular vehicle seat and buckling a seatbelt without an extender. These accomplishments, while seemingly minor, represented a seismic shift in her quality of life. Tammy's transformation has inspired thousands, not just through her appearances on 1,000 lb Sisters but through her growing presence on social media. Her posts, filled with updates on her progress and messages of encouragement, have resonated with fans worldwide. She has become a symbol of hope for those facing their own battles, reminding them that change is possible, even when the odds feel overwhelming. Her journey is a testament to the power of resilience, discipline, and support, showing that even the most daunting challenges can be overcome with determination. As Tammy looks to the future, her story continues to evolve. The upcoming skin removal surgery represents the next chapter in her transformation, one that will further enhance her mobility and confidence.